Hello everyone, in this video we'll see how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to prepare and export the risk categories from Excel to Primavera. This will be the video number 27 in this group of videos, and we will use SQLite database in this video. You can also use Oracle database or SQL Server when you select any of them. From the main menu select dictionary, and from the import menu select the risk types to import the current risk types or risk categories in the database. Okay, as you see we have these risk types in Primavera. Let us go to Primavera to check these results from admin. Open admin categories and then open the risk categories. As you see we have the same results in Primavera. Let us learn how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to modify these risk types or risk categories. Let us first remove all of these risk types in order to know how you can remove these risk types from the database. All you need is to change this N to Y and export these updates to Primavera. From the export menu select risk types and export these updates. As you see, when we import these risk types again, we have no risk types in the database. All of these risk categories have been deleted, but we have the table format that we should fill in to export these risk types to Primavera. Let us go to Primavera to check these updates. From File, open Refresh Data, and then from Admin Categories. As you see, for the risk categories, we have now no risk categories in the database. You can prepare the risk types as a diagram, and all of these columns can be left blank. In order to save time, we will import the risk types from another database. Let us select another database, for example this database, and then let us import its risk types. As you see, we have these risk types in this database, and we will import these risk categories or risk type to our database. Let us change again to our database that we have deleted all of its items. This database, okay, and then all we need to export these risk types to Primavera is the diagram, and all of these items can be deleted because the numbers in the database in the first column will be set by the SDK Magic Tool. Let us export these risk types to our database from this option. As you see, we have now these risk types in our database, and all of these numbers have been set by the SDK Magic Tool. Let us import these risk types. As you see, all of these columns have been filled by the SDK Magic Tool. Let us go to Primavera to check these updates. First, refresh data, and then on admin categories and risk categories. As you see, we have now the same results in Primavera. These are the risk categories that we have exported from Excel. Later you can modify any of these items and export the updates to Primavera. For example, we can add some items to learn how you can use SDK Magic Tool. For example, for market, we can add this item, inflation for example, and interest rate, let us export these updates to Primavera from export menu. Now we have these two new items in the database. Import these items again. As you see, we have now these two items in the database. Let us go to Primavera to check these updates. Refresh data first, and then from admin categories, and open the risk categories. As you see, we have now these two new items, inflation and interest rate, in the risk type. It's very fast and very accurate, and also very flexible when you use the SDK Magic Tool to export Primavera items from Excel to Primavera. Thank you and goodbye.